All right, long versus short video ads. I get this question all the time. How long should an ad be? So we usually aim for 45 seconds to a minute and 30 or 90 seconds. We have seen longer ads do well, but those are more the education ones. We rarely see any ads above 5 minutes do well. But at the end of the day, the length should be however long it needs to be to get your key points of your pitch across. And don't put anything else in there just to fluff it up to get extra length just because. People won't appreciate that. Everything that you should say with copywriting and marketing and advertising, every single sentence, the goal of the sentence should either be to get somebody to click or to read the next sentence. Should never be any fluff. And then avoid this caveat. So I see some agents send me some ads and they're like 5 seconds. And it's because they're uncomfortable on video and they just try to shove everything in like 5 seconds. Don't do that. Actually put a little bit of substance into the ad. All right, so how do you film your YouTube ads? For most people that are starting out, I highly suggest just an iPhone, and that is good enough quality, and typically an iPhone is gonna get you better conversions than high production value. A lot of people think that they need to hire a videographer, an editing team, that it needs to be like a TV commercial. No, that's not the case. That typically converts worse than just an iPhone video that's either sitting on a tripod or you holding it yourself. So I'd highly suggest starting there. Almost everybody should be able to do that. So there really should be no tech objections into any of you getting started with this, because most people in 2022 have a pretty decent phone camera, and the audio is gonna be pretty good from the phone camera as well too. So if you wanna take your phone recording to the next level, the next place to put a little bit of money into would be audio. So still record with your phone, but get like a lav mic like this. You can get a decent one for like 25, you can get a good one for like $100. Or if you are sitting in an office, you can get a Blue Yeti mic. But that's really where I'd suggest most people start. Now, some of you may have ran some ads before, some of you may have large budgets, and you're just like, I wanna go straight to a little bit higher production and yeah. So for that, I would suggest the Canon 80D. I had that camera for 4 years. I loved it. They have a newer version called the 90D now. So that'd be a DSLR. You can put a Rode video mic, and if you want to take it to the next level, you can get the Pro version, put that on the top and record that way. Blue Yeti is a good desk mic. It's $100. So you want some good lighting when you're doing this. Lighting is important. If it looks like you're in a dark room or you're hiding in your closet, that's probably not going to deliver the right message to the people you're trying to capture the attention of. So lighting is really important. Honestly, audio and lighting are way more important than anything when it comes to video. Most people think it's the camera, it's lighting for image, and then quality audio. If you have bad audio, people will bounce way faster than poor video. So a ring light, or you can get these camera lights that are like up in the top. Each of them are like $50. You don't have to get both, just pick one or the other. That's all you need, honestly. And then probably some editing software would be good. Camtasia, it's like $300 for lifetime, or Premiere Pro, which is like $50 a month, or Final Cut Pro. I don't use Final Cut, I don't know how much it is. Or for those of you that don't want to edit, because editing is a pain in the butt, you can hire somebody on Fiverr, and honestly, you could probably get an editor for the type of ads and stuff that you'll be doing for like $5 to $10 per video, because the edits that you need is just cutting stuff out. Nobody's doing any fancy stuff. There's no color correction, there's nothing like that. So for most people, honestly, it's probably just easier to outsource. I outsource a lot of stuff. I use Fiverr all the time. It's a really good tool for any of you that are not using that. All right, so how do you know if your YouTube ads suck? So your CTR is your click-through rate. So meaning that the people that have seen your ad and watched a certain amount, I think it might be that 30 seconds, how many of them click? If you're under 1%, meaning that 1 out of 100 clicks, then your ad sucks and you need to rework your script. If you're right at that, I'd probably still come up with new ads to get better. 2 to 3% is good. And then above 3% is great. If you have above 3%, your ad is gonna crush it and it'll work for a really long time. I had some that are at 3% and they ran for almost 2 years without me having to make a new ad whatsoever. So it pays to really put a lot of effort into this, because if you knock it out of the park, you just set it and forget it and let it run for 2 years. All right, so this is a new thing. This is a little bit into the weeds, but YouTube ads came out with a new thing where everything needs to be what's called responsive ads. So prior to having this change, you could either select if you wanted videos to show up as a video, which is what most people are probably used to. When you're watching a video, an ad pops up. The other place that you can run ads is on the side, and it'll be like a promoted video. Now with responsive ads, you can't choose where it shows up anymore. YouTube figures out what's best for you and what's gonna work the best. So because of that, we need to be putting thumbnails on all of the videos because they will show up on the side. And if you don't have a good thumbnail, you're not gonna get a good click-through rate and your performance is gonna be worse. So some keys to thumbnails is you wanna create a unique thumbnail for each hook or angle. And you wanna have a maximum of 7 to 8 words on the thumbnail. If you can deliver a message in less than that, even better. Words on the thumbnail should represent what's in the first 15 to 30 seconds of the video.